already. She's 8 years old. When was the last time you and Shanice went out and she had a kids' meal? What happens if tomorrow you're not on this planet? What happens to your 8-year-old daughter?
Hopefully, it'll be the wake-up call. She won't walk in my shoes.
I want the wake-up call to be me sitting here with you.
And later,
He wanted to keep the baby. Of course I wanted to keep the baby, but due to my physical health at that time, I would not be here today if I would have had that child.
It her way, or it's just no way?
So do you trust her?
Just keep it real.
Yes and no.
Do you trust her? It's a simple question.
Yes or no, right?
No.
That's right now. How's everybody doing? Listen, do we have a show for you right now? It's going to change somebody's life. Are you ready? All right. Imagine not being able to breathe, having difficulty walking, and having your doctor tell you you're going to die. Now imagine all of that magically disappearing and getting a second chance on life. Yeah. My next guest says her aunt got that second chance by losing 130 pounds and blowing it. Gained half of it back because she can't stop eating. And she fears that her aunt is eating herself to death. But get this, taking her 8-year-old daughter, who weighs in at 170 pounds, with her. Please welcome Shelley. Hi. How are you? Nice to see you. So, tell me about your aunt, Crystal.
She once was 436 pounds. That's when she hit her balloon weight. She decided to go with a gastric bypass. And what ended up happening was she lost 130 pounds, which was great.
Right.
But now she's reverting back to some of those old habits, and she gained 50 pounds of it back. So I'm here today because I'm concerned about her health. I don't want my aunt to die at a young age or anything like that.
Wow. So you kind of are your aunt's caretaker, right?
Yes.
So what does she do all day?
Well, she pretty much lays in bed. She doesn't really have the motivation to get out and go and do things. She doesn't want to go out in public because of maybe the way she feels like she looks to other people or her uncomfortableness with her weight. So she tends to stay in bed. She just, she goes out to eat, or she'll make food there, and she just indulges in those food products that aren't necessarily good for her because she uses that as a comfort. That's something that she's used to. So even though she had the gastric bypass, because she's so comfortable with the whole eating,
right,
it didn't help her.
So she hides food.
Yes. She also, when I changed her bedding, I would find little wrappers and stuff like that because her and her daughter both indulge in these type of snacks. And that's when I noticed that, she's reverting back to some of those old ways. And I was like, no, I don't want my aunt to die, so I'm going to stop this here. I don't want to see snacks tucked away where it's like you've been eating all night or your daughter's been eating all night, and that's not
Why are you
healthy.
getting emotional?
Because, I love her. You know what I mean? Who doesn't love their aunt? And I want you to have the change that you deserve. You're a good person.
Okay. So she's not trapped at home, right? She can go out. She just chooses not to.
I think she relies on some of her medical conditions as being the reason why she stays. I don't want her to use that as an excuse.
And she uses a mask at night to sleep?
Yes, for the sleep apnea, yes.
You're worried about your aunt, but you're also worried that she's taking your 8-year-old, her 8-year-old daughter, Shanice, with her. She's feeding her the same type of food, getting that same habit. She's 170 pounds at 8 years old.
And that's what breaks my heart the most. When your daughter comes home from school and she's crying because somebody's called her fat, it's that's something that she can help. When she can't go to PE class because she can't breathe, that's something that can be prevented, you know what I mean? And you letting her take snacks to school doesn't help the situation either.
As Shanice is 170 pounds.
Yes.
So she's already obese.
Yes, she is.
Right?
Yes. And I think it's because if you have a mom who is fit and works out all the time and she eats right, you as the child, they're going to want to repeat some of those habits. But if
Right.
you have a mom who lays in bed, who doesn't want to work, who doesn't want to clean or get up and take a shower or do anything, you're not going to want to do that either. You're not going to want to do chores if you don't see your mom doing chores. You're not going to want to go out and run if you don't see your mom.
No, you're absolutely right. I think it's time we meet Crystal. So, Crystal, coming out.
First of all, this is my life. You live your life, I live my life. You have no place. You're not a doctor. You don't really even know my daughter's weight. She's not 170 pounds. And I'm not what you're saying either.
She is that way, and I've weighed her and seen.
It's not
She's not the average weight of an 8-year-old, though. So you have to.
How heavy is she?
She's not 170 pounds.
How heavy is she then?
She's a big girl, but she's not
How
that.
heavy is she?
She's heavy.
Yeah.
She's 160-something, 170 pounds.
And what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to bash her. What I'm trying to say is that your habits are rubbing off on her, or maybe even if it's just
What habits? What habits are you talking
I'm just
about?
saying,
I
the
make
eating-
decent meals. We eat what we eat. I'm 40 years old. I'm a grown woman.
I want you to live
I'm
to
raising
see-
my daughter, and I'm gonna continue
I want
to
you to
live my life the way I
want
want
you
to live.
I want you to be 80. I mean, that's all I can say.
It's not as easy. It's not.
because I love you. It's not because
It's
of
not
anything
that
else.
easy. You walk a mile in my shoes, and you tell me what it is. I'm taking precautions.
I've had
I've
eating
done what I
disorders
need
as
to do.
well.
Crystal,
I'm already doing what I need to do.
you took measures to lose weight, right?
I'm already exactly. So
Okay.
you know,
First of all, you were 436 pounds.
Yes.
You're down to 300 and something now, 340 pounds.
340.
Because you went down to 298, then you went back to
Yes,
340.
yes.
You've got everything there is: sleep apnea, arthritis, kidney disease, borderline diabetes.
And I'm working with my doctor,
Okay.
so
Okay. So what is your opinion of the way you eat?
I don't see a problem with the way I eat.
Okay.
If I eat too much, I would be sick. So obviously, if I've had an operation already, it's just I don't have a problem. It's not a
Can I ask you a
problem.
question? How was your growing up?
Well, honestly, I grew up loving food. I started cooking when I was like 8 years old, being, in the kitchen with grandma. I love food. It's kind of like a passion thing for me, My family, they call me names. They bully me. They call me fat. It was always this and that. So I gravitated to the kitchen. And, if they wasn't showing me the love I needed, I got it from food. So I created my own world. And unfortunately, yeah, I did gain weight, and I may have made bad choices, but I did the best I could.
Okay. Your daughter, she has sleep apnea already. She's 8 years old. Bullied at school. Does that sound familiar?
Yes, it does.
So the life that
She's no longer even on the sleep apnea machines.
Okay, what
We're
happens?
in the right direction, so I don't understand
Okay.
why she's
So
coming
what is the
down
right
on me
direction
like
for an
this.
8-year-old?
To get healthy.
Okay.
Just like for myself.
Okay. So do you consider yourself healthy now?
No, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm working on it. I
So
know
what
I have a
happens? So
wait
what
list.
happens? What happens if tomorrow? What happens if tomorrow you're not on this planet? Because something happens. You have a heart attack. What happens to your 8-year-old daughter that you're working on? That you're working on you? You ever thought about that? Because you love your daughter, right?
Of course. Hopefully it'll be the wake up call and she won't walk in my shoes.
I want the wake-up call to be me sitting here with you, for you and for her. Okay? Right? I'm not here to beat you up. That's not why I'm here. People care about you, and the fact that Shanice is 8 years old and she's already going through the same pain as you went through. And she's going through pain because people at school are calling her names. She's bullied. You know that because she comes and tells you that, right? But she has to deal with that every day. And that's a stigma that will grow because it's staying with you right now as I'm sitting here and all things that nasty happen to you.
It even goes farther than that.
Tell me about it.
As a kid, my family calling me fat and making fun of me. I just, like I said, food was just a way of life for me.
Food was comfort for you.
Yeah.
Coming up,
When I fell down, did you offer me a hand up? I hear you guys chuckling. You say you're gonna help me or you have good intentions, but I hear you guys joking behind my back.
after the break.
Love what you're watching from your couch? You want to see us live? Well, if you're in the Los Angeles area and want to be part of my studio audience, go to therobertirvineshow.com now. I want to see you here. I'm 8 years old and you were bullied and then you got home and you got bullied. How did that make you feel?
It just tore me up. It made me numb to people, and I just ate more. And every time I get upset, that's what I do. I turn to food and eat it. If something affects me, it turns into a food issue.
When was the last time you and Shanice went out and she had a kid's meal?
Oh, God.
Long time, right? This journey that you're both on, if it doesn't change now, Shanice, that beautiful little girl, is going to have a life that you've had, which is tormented.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to do the same thing. She's going to go the same way.
I don't want that for her.
Okay, but then that starts with you, right? And it's not that Soleil is taking over your life. These are just people that care. And you think they're here to chastise you. They're not. They're here because they care. And the minute
We
you
love
see...
you. And we want you to be supported and feel supported. Like,
Yeah,
anything
you love me. How many times have you taken me to the gym?
You know your other niece, Jayla,
If
here,
you
right?
want to go, we can go.
Oh, my goodness.
You can do
Jayla?
whatever you want to do.
Jayla, why are you crying?
I don't like seeing my aunt like that. And seeing her emotional about how she is, it's like, it does really get to her. I didn't think it got to her that bad.
Come up here. Sit here.
We
Have you
love
told
you.
her?
We want the best for you and Shanice. And if you kick into gear, I feel like
But your
Shanice
whole,
will kick in-
the way you come at me, it doesn't
it's wrong.
work.
It's wrong because-
Your wording, and then I hear you guys chuckling. You say you're going to help me or you have good intentions, but I hear you guys joking behind my back.
If you take your life as a joke, how can we take it seriously?
I think the first...
My life is not a joke, and I don't take it as a joke. Otherwise, I would strive to do better.
I think you're trying to help, but you're going about it in the wrong way.
How much time?
Do you eat like this stuff? Do you hide food? That means yes. Right?
That's what I know. Unless I'm educated on how to do better, I can't. I can only do what I know.
Okay.
So yes, I do like that, and I hide the stuff
Think
because
about how different your life would be and how many more events you
Okay, but I don't want you to do that.
Guess
I don't want you
what?
to do
Guess
that,
what?
because
I
that's
use
destructive.
that.
Okay.
That's
I use
destructive.
that to void you out and
What happened
how
at the
you're
beach?
talking.
At the beach, we got there. We spent literally 20 minutes at the beach because of the situation with my aunt. And yeah, we all want you to be comfortable. So when you're saying you're ready to leave, we're ready to leave too. Even though we probably really want to stay, but the fact that you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, when
we
I
stay.
fell down because my body physically couldn't
but that's a
maintain.
problem.
I'm
We
trying
went
to
to the
walk and
beach.
I'm sinking and I fall. Did you offer me a hand up?
I'm not saying that, but I want you to try a little bit.
You guys all
See,
left
so
me.
here's-
Y'all all left me there.
No, but I
You guys
want-
all
because
left
we
me
want
there.
you
I
to
missed
try.
something important.
This is a family-
I was trying to
So
make it
how many
there.
events have we missed because of the situation with you? Or how many events have you missed because of the situation
She
that's
fell
going on?
down. I don't know if she fell or sat down.
But on a
But
family
me,
vacation.
usually what I do is I take her.
I collapsed. I
Stop,
couldn't
guys.
hack it.
So here's the thing. You see what this is? That's why she is what she is, just so you know.
But on a family vacation, it's not all about you. I mean, it's about
but
us.
I understand that. But
We
here's
go
what you
somewhere
do.
for 20 minutes.
Here's what you do. You attack. That's what you're doing. You can't do that because that's not helping her. It's not helping her. You have the best interest at heart. But the way you go at her, she's going to do this.
Thank you. I wish I had something else, but I know it's not the
Because
best
that's
thing.
no, but that's not funny. That is not funny. That's called stress. So you eat for stress, and you're causing the stress by trying to help her in a very different way.
But I mean, just getting frustrated is like.
I know, but your frustration.
It's my life.
Yes, but you need to
But
change your life because your life is not good right now.
If
Okay.
we lost you, Amy, we would be so sad.
It's not.
Especially if it had something to do with
Such
your
a
weight.
good person, and the
But the-
world needs to see. And at this point, you being a hermit in your room, nobody's gonna see the good person that you are. And that's my fear, that you don't get to blossom.
You don't even
like
come
you want
around
to.
me enough to call me a hermit. I have a social life. I go to church. I do things.
Church doesn't count.
Oh my
How
goodness.
that's an interesting question. What did
Church doesn't count.
what did they say to you at church?
No, I love.
What did they say to you at church?
I mean, at church they want me to be more active. They pray.
They accept you for who you are, right?
Right.
Of course.
Right?
Of course. And that's why I like to go there.
But that can't be the
they're-
only place. You have to shop. You have to go other places too. Your daughter's
feel-
only 8.
Here's the thing. You guys, all of you have to make better food choices, right? That's for sure. That's for sure.
I'm with that.
When we come back, we're going to meet Shanice, and I'm going to show them how to pick food the way they should pick food for a healthy lifestyle. Welcome back. I'm here with Shalay, and her aunt Crystal, who is struggling with her weight. Crystal lost 130 pounds, is on her way to gaining it back if she doesn't figure out how to eat right. Now I think it's time to meet her daughter, 8-year-old Shanice. Shanice, come on out here. All right, welcome. So, is she cute? All right. So, somebody tells me you like to dance. So I'm going to throw on some music in a second, and I want you to go crazy. Like, show me how to dance any way you want. I just want you to have fun, okay? Give me some music.
Shanice, start.
There you go. All right. That was awesome. So now I feel really insecure about dancing next to you because that was pretty cool. So what is it like with Mom? Does she like to eat?
She does. Not
Yeah.
really much.
No. Do you cook with her?
Sometimes I help
What
her.
do you like to cook?
Chicken. Chicken.
Chicken. So how does your mom cook chicken?
She probably fry it.
Fries it? Yeah. What else do you like to eat?
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. Wow.
The best. Rice and beans.
So you like rice and beans too? Rice and beans is good. So do you like to eat a lot or a little?
I would probably say a little.
A little? So I want to kind of talk to you about the type of foods that you eat and how we can change it so that you still have enough food, you're not hungry, but it's all not junk food. Because if you keep eating junk food, what's going to happen is you're going to gain weight. People are going to bully you, right? And they're doing a little bit of that now. And then you're going to grow older and you're going to say, well, these people have been so mean to me, right? So how about I show you some food and you can taste it if you like, and you can tell me if that passes or not. Is that cool?
Yes.
Because you know what I do for a living, right? I cook. Why don't us three go and look at some food? You ready? Okay. All right, let's go. All right. All right, so come over here. And I want to take you through some, out of all the pieces, them 2 pieces, which do you find the most appetizing right now? I know it's cold, but which looks the nicest? Wow. So this is the healthy one. So you can eat this thin crust pizza all day long as it's got vegetables. But you can't eat this one, okay? I want you to look at vegetables. The more green vegetables she gets, the better it is. She can still eat pizza. But guess what? You can make pizza instead of with a tomato paste or base, you can make it with creamed cauliflower or creamed broccoli, right? And it's healthy, and she will love it because she picked this out. So what about the unhealthy? Do you like burgers and French fries? I'll tell you what, I will cut a deal with you. You can have the burger like this once a week, right? Pinky swear. All right. But the rest of it, you're going to have a turkey burger. And it's going to be tasty and yummy, right?
Yes. It's gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is, Mom. So I know you love these, this enchilada. I'm not going to take anything away from you because I think that's detrimental.
Right.
I'll do the same deal with you. How many of these do you normally eat?
2.
2, okay. I'll let you eat 2 of these a week. The rest of the time, you have to go healthy, right? Chicken, vegetables. Again, I'm not asking you to take everything away from her,
Okay.
but this is full of fat. Grilled chicken, this is healthy. It's going to help her grow and drop a little bit of weight.
All right.
This is for you. So you're going to do this with your mom, right? Do you like... Oh, here, lick that. Go on, lick it. Go on, lick it. Go on. Put your finger in it. Go like that. Is that good? Right?
You like it to me?
Right?
You didn't like that?
As opposed to cupcakes.
You
Sorbet. Simple changes that can really change your life. Now, it's a lifestyle choice.
Yes.
You would love to cook, right? So how about this? How about when you get home, your mum and you cook a little bit more? Because I think you would enjoy knowing where the food comes from. You would enjoy cooking. It will give you a bonding moment, too.
Right.
That you can't ride a bike at the moment.
Absolutely.
But guess what? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I will send you 4 months of my thick crust pizza, my pizza that we make.
Wow.
Okay? A healthy version of it.
Awesome.
Right? So you can have pizza. I'll give you a nice, right? I'll give you some chicken, and I'll go one step further. I'll buy you both a bike.
Oh.
Okay? Right? But I will do this deal if I give you a couple of months, you change your lifestyle, you exercise on the bikes together, you eat healthier, you spend a little bit more time together, and I'm going to be checking on you. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be like... And then, right? And you're going to feel a little bit better, and you're going to look a little different, right? Not muscles like these. All right? Is that a deal? Pinky swear? Pinky swear?
Pinky swear.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
You know I have some hills to climb. It's a challenge, but I'm willing to meet this challenge for my daughter's sake.
I feel like today we came through and we made a lot of progress in just one day. So I feel like the motivation that she needed, she has now, and going forward, I wish them the best. And I know they're destined for greatness, both of them. Thank you, Robert!
Welcome back. Some people say that when the trust has gone between a man and a woman, there's not much left to hold them together. We're about to meet Takara, who says her boyfriend, Dre, no longer trusts her and is sending them hurtling towards a breakup. So what does that mean?
That means Dre and Takara will no longer exist if he keeps doing what he's doing.
So what is he doing? When you say keeps doing what he's doing, what is he doing?
What I mean is being the fact that we're both in the industry in some ways, there's a difference between, or you should separate business from personal. It's natural. If you're going through somebody's Gmail and you want to send those Gmails to your Gmail for safekeeping, or if you want to, go through contacts and make sure you write down all the contacts in your girlfriend's phone for safekeeping, you're doing too much and you didn't cross the line.
So he feels that you cheat. Do you flirt with people?
Of course. Who doesn't?
Okay.
Why would I have to lie about that?
Have you ever cheated on him?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Why is he so suspicious then?
Well, because I think it's his insecurities as in general.
So how does this jealousy take form? Tell me what he does.
Takes form. Okay, he'll ask a question. Who you talking to? It's none of your business. Okay, well, what are you talking about? Still none of your business. Okay, well, you're my business and you're my concern. It's like understanding. And if that's the case, then I'm telling you it's none of your business, and that's all you should be concerned about.
So who wears the pants in this relationship?
I mean, he's the man. He wears the pants, you know?
Somehow I'm not getting that feeling.
It's not fat. I'm just more of a dominant woman. That's
So
all.
you fight? If you fight?
I consider it a debate. He considers it a fight, yes.
So tell me, about your pregnancy?
The pregnancy is simple. To make a long story short, he wanted to keep the baby. Of course, I wanted to keep the baby, but due to my physical health at that time, it was a do or die situation, and I felt as though terminating the pregnancy would have not only saved my physical health, but I would not be here today if I would have had that child.
Okay. Okay.
Simple as that.
Well, let's meet Dre. Dre, come on out. How are you?
What's going on? How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
What's up? What's up? You done wearing the pants?
I'm not wearing the pants, man.
Describe your life with Takara, Dre.
It her way or it's just no way?
I think it's the exact same thing. It's his way or it's no way at all, and that's what I refuse to just, stand
Okay.
down.
So do you fight every day? You have heated debates, in your words, fight?
Either we'll have the heated debate or there's no debate at all. But we can go on we can start with the trust.
Pause.
Okay.
It's not
You
that
see
there's
what I
no
mean? You
debate
see?
at all.
You see?
No, wait. It's
Okay.
not that there's no debate at all. It's the simple fact that if I'm already upset over something and I'm saying, give me some time, I like to think before I speak.
You do?
So yeah, I do. So with that being said, if I'm already heated, and most of the time if I'm sitting down, I'm quiet. When I'm quiet, I'm mad. He's
So
aware
you're
of
mad
that.
now?
I'm not quiet because I'm
That's
not
the
mad.
stance. Yeah, but that's the stance
This
of
is
the mad
more
person.
of like, let's keep it real. This isn't
Okay.
more of the I'm
That's
mad.
a defensive stance. by
Okay,
the way.
so-
Okay. So
Nonverbal communication. Remember I was telling you about
Nonverbal.
So
Okay.
So tell me, something tragic happened, right?
that? Okay, yeah.
Made you mistrust Takara.
Okay. It wasn't the fact that we had the baby is not here. It was the fact that, that hurts.
Yeah.
And I take in consideration everything that already happened with her, but it wasn't a mutual thing. I was in Seattle at the hospital handling my own stuff.
Right.
I could not leave that hospital, period. Okay? I couldn't leave. That's when it happened. When I found out,
You were away.
I was away. I was away.
Did you want the baby?
Yes.
How did that affect you?
I felt like it happened that way because I could not physically get down there to be like, man, no.
So if you'd have been there, it
I
may
feel
be
like I
different.
could have spoke to her and maybe something else might have happened. It might not have, but
So do you trust her?
at
Just keep it real.
yes and no.
What do you mean?
Well, it shouldn't be a yes or a no.
That's not even an answer.
Do you trust her? It's a simple question. Do you
You
trust
feel me?
her?
Like it.
No.
You don't believe it was because of her health, right?
I believe it was a mix of we weren't liking each other at the time and her health. All I wanted was the proof. Let's go to the doctor together and see what's up.
Now you don't trust her because of that.
That's what started it, yeah.
Okay, and what
But
else,
I mean,
what
I'm
has
since
progressed that? What has given you this mistrust is what I'm trying to find out.
okay. Let's go show you the facts.
Did you cheat on her?
I showed you the facts.
Did you cheat on her?
When?
I don't know.
He's
I'm
asking
asking.
you.
Have I cheated on her? I wouldn't call it cheating because at that time, what do you say? You say we weren't even together at that time. You were just pregnant. I was a baby daddy.
Drake.
Remember?
Okay.
So basically when it suits you for me to be the boyfriend, I was your boyfriend, and when it's convenient for me to be the baby daddy, then I was a baby daddy.
Right. Okay, well, first off, I never at that point in time said you were my boyfriend. This is true.
That's my-
This
so
is
then I
true.
wasn't cheating.
This is true. But at the end of the day,
Fair statement, right?
yeah, I would think so too. But at the end of the day, if prior, because you guys don't know the whole story, if you're having a problem with me speaking to anybody in general, if you have a problem with me at anybody's house, who may be a male for that matter, you have a problem with it in general to where you literally lash at me like we are together. And if you're lashing at a pregnant woman who you're saying you want to have this child with, you want to start this relationship with, you're wanting to know more about, me as a woman, I'm thinking, okay, well, we may not have titled it boyfriend and girlfriend, but at the end of the day, what's obvious here? We're with each other every dang day. I'm pregnant with your child. You won't leave me alone. I can't do anything when it comes to any other male figure. So what am I supposed to look at this as? A friendship?
Right? Why do you stay together? There seems a lot of anger there.
Because when it's not like this,
It's awesome.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
So why don't you trust her?
Okay, if you show me the signs and symptoms that you have a cold, I'm gonna think you have a cold. You see?
Why don't you trust me, Dre?
That's just
Who are
simple.
you?
Stop. Hey, listen, Drake.
You gave me
You're walking
reasons
around
not
in
to trust
circles.
you. I'm trying
And
to
I
give-
can't- I
No,
don't
I'm
have
trying
a
to- I'm
cold and
trying
I
to
don't
show you-
take cold medicine.
I'm trying
So tell me
to
why you
show
don't
you the
trust her.
Carfax. I said, are you doing this? Are you on Craigslist? Are you doing this? No. But I see the email. blatantly. But we don't want to talk about what I saw in the email. You won't never talk about that.
What did you see in the emails?
I talking to all these guys, and it's not like guys in Korea. It's guys wherever we live. It's Charlotte now. You know what I'm saying? It's
You a
not.
lie. Ain't no guys in Charlotte. His problem with me is the fact that I talk to guys in general.
No, not guys in general.
Yeah.
Let me finish what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about.
We only got 3 minutes,
Let me
Trey.
finish. You take it up in 3 minutes right now.
No, but
Okay,
I've asked
so-
you 15 times.
Okay,
Can I get
feel
a
you.
question?
I feel you.
So 1 second you can, yes.
Okay, so she left her Gmail open. Okay,
So you went through all that
I went
stuff.
through all. She left it open. I went through it. I apologized for it. So she apologized. I apologized for it. I didn't even go through it the first time. It was a guy video chatting you. It wasn't a random
Was she
guy.
naked? Was she naked in any of those videos? Yes or no?
It's not a video. It was a video chat. The guy
Okay.
called. Okay, I said, who is this? He's a fan. Okay. When it goes off, the messages was there. Was not a fan. Was the guy she was having sex with.
2 months, 3 months prior to even us ever getting back
But
together.
you don't have sex with your fans,
We were,
though.
but hold up, Dre. At the end of the day, it was on New Year's night. We are not in a relationship.
A month.
Period.
Of
It
a
doesn't
month.
matter.
A
We were
month.
not in a relationship.
For a month.
We separated. We traveled to different states.
For that
we
1
are
month.
completely separated. No one's being contacted. No one lives in the same state. We are no longer together.
The point is,
I
he's a
have
fan.
a relationship. It doesn't matter. It's
Is
not
that-
your
oh,
business.
hang on. I
have a relationship. I have sexual relations with somebody on New Year's night, okay? And it had nothing to do with this man.
Okay.
And it's for the simple fact that it was something that was personal
That's
to me.
cool. That ain't the
He's
problem.
a friend of mine who
That's
I
not the
might have
problem.
gotten related with. It doesn't matter.
That does matter.
The problem is, though, Dre, is that it was 2 months late. It's 2 months prior to
The
me.
problem
and you
is
ever
he's
getting back
still.
together.
The problem is he's still
Here's-
calling while
so
we're
here's-
together in
here's
our
what
new
I'm
house.
getting from it. Here's what I'm
That's
getting
the
from
problem.
this.
Why he still
You're
calling
worried.
me in our
Calling
house?
me on Messenger.
Tell him don't
he
call.
doesn't have the house number, Dre.
He shouldn't have no number. If we-
Anybody who knows they have no control over who calls.
Hey, look, I'm
you
in
got people from Africa
I'm in a
calling you,
relationship now.
and you don't
Cut
have
that
their
off.
number.
I'm in a relationship now. Cut that off.
Period.
That's it. I'm here. I'm with you now.
Stop
talking to me.
Stop. Here's a simple thing. I think you are more concerned that she is talking to people that are fans and having sex with a fan way back when.
This is a friend this is a friend.
But he
that has
says,
nothing to do with it.
but if you listen to what he
Of course he
said,
says fan.
he said it's a fan that he still contacts you, okay?
Right.
Do you want to be in this relationship? And that's the bit,
I do. I really do. Because when it's going good, naturally his energy is so strong that he's inspirational as an individual. And it's something that me as a woman at 26, I seek to find when it comes to becoming
I
someone
would
better.
like to disagree on that strongly.
Well, you have to see him on our good
no,
days.
I know.
you know?
But the good day is you are a very strong, opinionated woman, which is great. He can't deal with that right now. You are too like.
I find him to be too emotional.
But he's a man. We're all emotional. Sorry, that's just what men are.
I just wasn't raised to that way, and I didn't know
Okay, but
it.
what you need to do now, if you want to stay in this relationship, and by the way, when you fight and it's toxic like that, that's not good for anyone. Because you're strong, he's frustrated.
But he's
because
still
you-
strong, too.
I'm not saying he's not strong, but he's not going to go against you because you just keep
I'm
going.
gonna be in cuffs somewhere.
You go going.
I don't think this is my fault. I think he just...
I'm not saying it's your fault. I said you're very strong and you need
I think
to
he
you need to
just
back off a
gives
little
in.
bit.
He gives in.
Back off and listen to
give
what he
in?
says.
What happens if I don't give in?
I think everything goes great.
Because why
Yeah,
you
of
get
course,
away, right?
because
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, my way is not really wanting to speak when in a heated situation.
Guys.
It's simple.
I
Guys.
can't tell.
guys,
When
if you want this relationship, here's you've got to give a little. You've got to give a little. You got to communicate better, and listen to each other's wants and needs. It can't all be one-sided. You see the way you're rolling your eyes right now?
Because we've tried
That-
these practices.
That
we?
was.
We have tried these practices. Like, we've tried all of these different things.
Well, here's what I'm telling you. You need to try harder. You need to not be so dominant,
Okay.
right? I needed to let him speak. Because it's never going to work otherwise. If you want to do that, great. If you don't, then you shouldn't be together. Because
Okay.
listen, you can find anybody you want, so can you.
But what does my dominance have to do with him going through my personal business?
I
got
apologize
nothing
for
to do
that.
with-
It was about what was in there.
The thing is you keep doing it.
Because you keep giving me a
You can't
reason.
apologize. And
You know what I suggest? You know what I suggest? You split. You live your life. You live your life. You go through anybody's phone but your own. You do the same thing. We'll be right back. Sometimes you just can't win. You're not going anywhere. Welcome. I've traveled all over the world, and I've always stopped and asked about tips and tricks when it comes to cooking, food, and fitness. So today, I thought I would give you some of the Irvine insights. We call it a little segment called Ask Irvine. Yeah. So, first up, Robert, is there a remedy or a new remedy for a hangover that you can suggest? Well, this is a secret that I'm going to share with you. And it's something that I call milk thistle milkshake. So what you don't know about the secret ingredient milk thistle is a great liver cleanser, an antioxidant. So we're going to start with bananas. Ooh, bananas. Blueberries, a great antioxidant. Vanilla frozen yogurt. The milk thistle comes in either pill form, so you can travel easy, or it comes in liquid form. This is a great antioxidant, and it really does protect the liver. So if you have 1 or 2 nights of excessive drinking, this will actually help you. Not if you're drinking every night, folks, okay? The blueberries, rich in vitamin K and C, and the antioxidant also in the banana. I'm gonna take a little bit of water. You can use almond milk if you wish. Water, I like it because it's cleaner. Blend it. Here we go. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people get worried if shakes are thick. If they're too thick, do not be afraid to put a little bit more liquid, okay? So, dun, dun, dun. Whoop. Oh, look at that. All right. Who came here with a hangover today? Young lady. Oh, both of you come up. Both of you come up. Okay. Try that. Just try it. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Sit back down. Delicious, simple, and you can get these anywhere. The milk thistle is a great, great addition to any health plan. So next up, help, Robert! I'm making pancakes and I've run out of non-stick cooking spray. Not a problem. I have a do-it-yourself recipe that will save you money and get you out of a bind quickly. It begins with simple olive oil. 1 part olive oil and 4 parts water, distilled water. Into a spray bottle. Da-da-da-da-da. Pump it up. Pan. So non-stick, simple. Olive oil works really well because it can stand up to higher temperatures. You can also use grapeseed oil if you don't have olive oil. Distilled water, spray bottle, in a pinch. It's healthier, it's cost-effective. Make your own. Next up, Robert, how can I get a firm, round booty like Kim Kardashian? Well, I have, a lot of people ask me this. My wife is a professional athlete. She trains these parts and exercises all the time. And a lot of people think that to work your butt, you have to do lunges. In actual fact, when you do a lunge, it secondary works your butt, and it first works here. So you're not really getting that tight, firm butt. I need a volunteer. What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor, come over here. Okay, so I want you to stand over here. This is what I want you to do now. Get on all fours, and I want you to do, right? I want you to lift up. All the way through, all the way through, all the way back. Where do you feel it now?
On the back of my thighs and right here.
I want you to lift your leg all the way up. There you go.
Okay.
Back through, and all the way up. Where do you feel it?
In the back of my thighs right here.
I want you to go up.
Okay, I feel it there for sure.
That's what you're looking for. Up.
Like this.
Don't go back. Go right up, straight up. Where do you feel that?
Right here for sure.
Good. Okay,
Feel the bird.
do 10 more. That is the best way to tighten your butt up. If you have any questions or comments, log on to the Robert and My Show Facebook page and tell us what you think. We'll be right back. I want to thank all of my guests for sharing their stories today. Grief is a wound that's slow to heal. The pain of losing a loved one, whether through a breakup or a death, can oftentimes linger for a lifetime. While the pain may never completely disappear, healing is possible with patience, understanding, and compassion. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.